This is a video just to show how to restring the cord on a valve on a horn. Lots of people find this quite difficult, so hopefully this will just clear up any problems that you have. To do your repair, your string replacement on your lever, you'll need some screwdrivers first of all. Usually just a small one to fit into the slot. Most horns have got a flathead screwdriver needed on the levers on their horns. If you have something like a Yamaha 567, you'll most likely need something like a Phillips or a posi head screwdriver. Then you'll need some valve cord, which you should be able to get either from a local music shop or from your local repairer. You'll need to cut your string to size, so either a pair of scissors or a craft knife. And to burn the end of the cord so that it's easy to thread and doesn't come unravelled, you'll just need a small lighter or a candle with a match. Here's the horn with the unstrung lever here. Always be very careful when a lever's unstrung because it can fling back and hit your instrument to damage it. So first of all, you need to take your cord, and the first thing to do is tie a knot where you go round and then round again and pull it through. Then to stop it fraying, it's best to just light the end a little. I've got quite a length here because this is used for a whole valve section. I've just burnt the end to make it easy to thread. First of all, you'll need to go through the lever. There should be a little hole just down here. Once you've threaded your string through, you'll need to go around this part of the collar here, then around the little lever string screw in the opposite direction, and you're making a figure of 8. You might need to loosen off this little string screw in the collar to make sure it travels all the way around, and then back around this side. So following this, I've gone through the hole, up around the top of the collar, around the collar string screw, figure of 8, back around the bottom, and we're coming up here. Now this is a Paxman horn, which makes it a little bit easier because you can just pull the string over the top into the gap here. So normally on a horn you'll be threading again through another hole at the top here. I find that at this point it's easier if you can manage it to hold your lever in place by pulling the string tight, and then while you're using your hand just hold your lever still. You can hold it here, some way of holding the string so the lever's not moving about. As I said, this one's a little bit easier because it's on a Paxman. Once this is in place, the last thing to do is to wrap it around this screw in the lever. So on a Paxman, so it doesn't slip out, I quite often hold my finger on the top. And then you're going to just, with this string, make it loose and push so that it makes a little loop. This loop, just make sure that once it's on the screw, it holds tight and won't come undone. As you tighten the screw, it will tighten the string. So once that's on, just pull it tight. Not too tight, it needs to have a little bit of movement in it. And once you're holding it in place, use your screwdriver to just tighten that screw. You'll notice that at the moment I've tightened this screw, but I've left this screw loose. So keep this one a little bit loose, cut your string, okay, so you'll see it's all in place, but the problem that you find at this point is that the levers are not even. So the last thing to do is to make sure you push this, which is you can do this because you haven't tightened the other screw. Push it into place so that all the levers are even. Once you feel that your levers are even, then you can tighten this screw again on the back. You might find that it moves. Sometimes I push it down to stop it from moving, just so it's pushed against the neoprene. And then just double check that you're happy with the levers being even, and you can adjust. One last thing to do is to hold your lever in the resting position, put your finger against the collar screw and just give your lever a little push. There's not much give in that, and sometimes they work better if there's a tiny bit of give. So what I would do at this point, if you feel comfortable, is just to push the lever down, give the screw a little push, undo it a little bit, push the lever and then retighten, so that once you have retightened it, you get a little bit more movement in that cord. So push the lever down. As you push the lever, loosen and tighten the screw just to give that little bit of movement. And there we have a restrung valve.